I was a respected accountant in Nigeria with my own office and staff. Here in America, I drive strangers around in my car while wearing a cheap polo shirt. My parents think I'm living the American dream, but it feels more like a nightmare. Every Sunday, I put on my only good suit for video calls to Nigeria. I position the camera to show our small apartment's clean corner, hiding the reality. My parents beam with pride, thinking their son made it in America. My daughter gets picked up from school by my wife now. She said the other kids asked why her dad drives Uber instead of having a real job. That question hurt more than any financial struggle. My wife was a head nurse in Nigeria. Now she works night shifts as a nursing assistant. We both hide our true jobs from our families back home. The lies are piling up like our bills. I keep my old Nigerian business cards in the glove compartment. Sometimes I look at them while waiting for Uber rides, remembering when people respected my opinion instead of just my driving. My son asked why we can't visit Nigeria like his friends visit their home countries. I made up excuses about work, but the truth is we can't afford the plane tickets. Our poverty has trapped us here. I picked up a Nigerian businessman in my Uber last week. He recognized my accent and asked what I did before America. I lied and said I was just a driver back home too. The shame burned my face. My wife found me crying in the car after a 12-hour Uber shift. I was calculating how many more rides we needed just to pay next month's rent. The numbers weren't adding up to survival. We had our first honest conversation about money that night. No more pretending, no more lies to each other. The truth was terrifying, but also brought us closer together as partners. My daughter overheard us talking and asked if we were poor. Her question felt like judgment on everything I'd failed to provide. I had no good answer for my own child. I picked up Mr. Okafor from a construction site last month. He noticed my accounting textbooks in the back seat and asked why an educated man was driving Uber. I couldn't lie to him. Mr. Okafor told me his story. He was an engineer in Nigeria, but started as a handyman here. Our degrees don't transfer, but our brains do, he said. That simple truth changed everything. He explained that I needed to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a business owner. My accounting skills were valuable, just not in the traditional way I expected. I started doing small business accounting for other immigrants during my Uber downtime. My first client was a Ghanaian restaurant owner who needed help with taxes. He paid me more than a week of Uber driving. Word spread through the African immigrant community. Soon I had a waiting list of small business owners needing accounting help. My Uber car became my mobile office between appointments. My wife started helping with client scheduling and paperwork. Her nursing organizational skills turned out to be perfect for business administration. We became real partners, building our future. We paid off our first credit card completely. Watching that balance hit zero felt better than any paycheck I ever earned. The chains of debt were starting to break. I quit Uber driving when my accounting business matched my old income. The fear was real, but the freedom to use my actual skills felt like coming home to myself. My daughter doesn't hide from her friends anymore when I pick her up from school. Now she proudly says her dad is an accountant helping immigrant businesses. The shame has been replaced by pride. We bought our first professional office space in a small business district. Walking through that door as the owner instead of a driver felt surreal. I was reclaiming my professional identity. Mr. Okafor became my first corporate client for his construction company. The student had become a trusted professional colleague. He said my immigrant experience made me understand business better. I hired my first employee, a young immigrant accountant from Kenya who was driving for Lyft. Teaching him the business felt like completing a sacred circle of immigrant help. We paid off all our immigration and relocation debts. Every loan, every credit card, every financial chain broken. The feeling was more satisfying than any professional achievement in Nigeria. My son understands money and business now in a healthy way. He sees his parents building instead of just surviving. The cycle of financial shame ends with his generation. We bought our first home, a real house, where we can host family from Nigeria without shame. Every room represents a battle won in our immigrant journey. I still work long hours, but now I'm building our family legacy instead of just paying bills. The exhaustion has purpose, and purpose makes all the difference in the world. My wife quit her night shift job to help our business full-time. We work together now instead of barely seeing each other between shifts. Our marriage has never been stronger. We started college funds for both our children. Making those first deposits felt like breaking generational cycles of struggle. They'll have opportunities we could only dream of. I teach financial literacy classes for new immigrants now. Each family I help avoid our early struggles feels like healing another piece of my own painful past. My car is no longer associated with shame or Uber driving. Now it's just transportation to business meetings and family outings. The vehicle that held my secrets now carries my success. We visited Nigeria for the first time in 8 years. Walking through the airport as successful business owners instead of struggling immigrants felt like ultimate redemption. My parents finally saw our real life in America, not the fake version I showed on video calls. Their pride was genuine this time, and that meant everything. Our business now employs 6 people from immigrant backgrounds. Each hire feels like pulling someone else out of the service industry trap. We're building a different kind of immigrant story. The Uber driver with a degree learned that real success isn't about the job title. It's about using your gifts, building your legacy, and helping others do the same. My children see their parents as entrepreneurs and community leaders now. They have no memory of Uber driving or financial shame. That innocence is our greatest achievement. I still work hard, but now every effort builds our family's future instead of just surviving the present. The difference between building and surviving changes everything. The suit I wear now is for real business meetings, not fake video calls. The transformation wasn't about the clothes. It was about becoming the man the clothes represented. Now when I put on my suit, I don't think about deception or shame. I think about building, helping, and creating a real legacy. The facade became reality through hard work and truth.